hilarious, so I've been told. I'm gonna laugh with you or I'm gonna boo with you. But here he is.
Give it up for him, man. Give it up for him. Give it up for him. And the t-shirt, Critical Hustle. I'm so glad this microphone works. I thought this was gonna be straight a cappella spoken word. It would have been good. How are we doing tonight, guys? Sir, you doing well? What's this guy's problem? He come with you?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Y'all been here for a while. Thank you guys up here. Astro Shirt. What's your name, sir?
Rob.
You hesitated. That might be a fake name. That sounds. Are you on a speakerphone phone call?
Y'all want to come back? Just let.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Give it up for yourselves, guys. Let's get some noise in here. It is beautiful. Okay, there we go. There's so much room here. There's so much space on this stage. It looks like a movie theater. Most places we do stand-up in, it doesn't look nearly as nice as this, and there's not a lady painting on stage behind. Give it up for, what's your name again? Aiden? Hayden or Aiden?
Aiden. A-D-E-N.
I don't know how to spell. Don't confuse me. All right. Well, now just say it one more time. Is there like this sound? Is there a? No. Guys, give it up for Aiden. She's just banging stuff. I haven't spelled here. I'm just joking. I think I passed my mark, but we're kind of doing different stuff than acting. I don't know what this theater's meant for. Like little big productions. You know what I mean? Like, is it a bunch of small people? Like a lot of small people doing big things? How far away can I go over here? There's so much room. Hayden, how are you? Excellent, excellent. You guys are getting that this is supposed to loosen y'all up too. What is this, a peanut? Get that out of here. All right, guys. Who here is okay with bad words? We don't have any children in the room, do we? So if I said like fart or something, y'all wouldn't. Are you ask him. No, he's cool with it? You cool with it? Excellent, excellent. All right, so we can say anything we want. He said that if kids walk in, it's got to be clean material, otherwise just have fun. Who here, I'd like to start off with a question up top. Who here's ever been to, a little weird, a little out there, so go with me. Who here's ever been to a restaurant before? Okay, good. Good, all right, cool. That's not the worst reaction I've ever had. All I need is something like that, because one time I had a guy get real fucking mad when I asked that. I think he thought I was calling him stupid or something like that. And I think that because like when I said that, he was like, what the fuck did you just say? Excellent. Excellent, cool. I work in a restaurant. I work in an expensive restaurant. I work in a very expensive restaurant. It's such an expensive restaurant that I can't afford most of the food on the menu myself, but it didn't stop people from coming in and asking me my opinion on this food that I could never afford to eat, you know? It's kind of a weird deal. I had a guy one time ask me about our dry-aged ribeye. I was just honest with him. He was like, what do you think of this dry-aged ribeye? I was like, I think that's a $90 steak, sir. What do you want from me? The only way I could ever honestly know what a $90 steak tasted like would be if this guy ordered it and just didn't finish eating it, you know what I mean? Just have a little bite. Honestly, if I'm your waiter and I don't see you, if I don't visually see you sneeze on something and you leave it on your plate when you leave the table, it's coming home with me. That's fact. I promise you that. But sometimes, I'll just go in. I'll go in, still no kids in the room. Cool, I'll go in on a little bit of weed. Marijuana, sir? Padre? I don't know. Been watching a lot of Gunsmoke lately. That seemed like the good thing to do. Excellent. How are we doing? What's your name, sir?
Max.
Max. I look like my name's Max in a 90s movie. Like, hey man, I'm Max. I die in a car crash later on in this movie. Excellent. There we go. Somebody snorted a laugh on that one. Excellent. Excellent. Anybody? Man, what is she painting? Just a car fire? What is that? Night? Is that nighttime?
Be a little bit
I've had a few beers sitting in, like, in my peripheral. I forgot she was there over the course of when I mentioned her earlier, and I kind of just thought that was like a sign language interpreter. I didn't like quite fully look back, but I just saw like a bunch of swift movements. Turns out, what's the end game here? Is that part of the goal? Can you not say?
It's gonna be a surprise.
All right, just know this is the only time to talk. Hey, Hayden. Haven?
Nope.
Nope. What was your name, ma'am?
Aiden.
No. Hey, Aiden, we're done for now. You just keep painting that Starry, Starry Night imitation. No, I'm joking. You're more creative than that. What's your name, ma'am?
Me?
Yeah.
Sequence.
What the heck? Sequence? All right, guys. What's going on here? Do y'all know Max and Sequence? Do y'all show up at different times? Man, if y'all used to date, that would be the coolest thing ever. Like your friends, like, hey, are we meeting Max and Sequence tonight? Be like, wait, what are you saying to me right now? Excellent. What's your name, ma'am?
Bernie.
Bernie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bernie is a good name, but unexpected. I was thinking Sylvanthia or something. I made that name up. What's your name, sir?
Xavier.
X. Does anybody remember my name? Hopefully not, because I can get out of this thing completely unknown. Doug Dalton, why has he repeated it? Doug Dalton? Doug Dalton. Doug Dalton. Okay, so you guys came out to see comedy, right? Okay, cool. Hold on. That doesn't mean I'm getting off stage. I'm not. I assure you that. So you guys all watch stand-up comedy? This is I've all seen. Cool. All right. So who? Yeah. Who here is a '90s kid? Any 90s kids? Good. Me too. What was a thing? Just you guys. What was a thing in the '90s that you would see all the time? You'd see parents lose their shit and beat their kids like in way too public places. Like anytime you were inside of a department store, slightly off-brand department store, you'd always see some parent flip out on their kid. I was an awful kid in the '90s. I would always get my ass beat in public places, and it was so bad that I would always see other kids in the '90s also get their ass beaten by their parents. Our eyes would lock and we'd bond over mutual loss of self-respect. It was the '90s, you know? Capri Sun, whatever it gets to hook you for onto this joke, however many pop culture references I'd say. I saw that shit the other day, and it wasn't like it was in the '90s. The '90s, you saw it, you're like, okay, that's normal. But I saw it recently, and I was like, what the hell is this shit? You know, somebody beating their kid in a public place. Kind of absurd. Totally 90s, but now it's absurd. But I will say I saw it in a JCPenney's the other day, and it was a great way to spend a gift card. It really was. I was standing one person away from the register, and then off in the corner was maybe an 8-year-old girl and a black lady, and this 8-year-old girl was adorable, besides the fact that she was throwing like this big league hissy fit. She looked like a Major League Baseball coach if a call doesn't go his way. Like, she flipped her hat around, she was just stomping, kicking shit around, she was yelling, she was slapping at the lady. At one point, she spit at this lady. She spit at the lady lost it, she was like, shut up! And she backhand slaps this kid. Everybody in this crowded JCPenney's just looks over. Alright, she keeps going, she's like, you shut up! And she backhand slaps this kid again. Everybody looks away like they didn't just see that shit happen. You know what? Okay, cool. The rest of this story is, now, hey, you guys ready for a comedian? Because this is my first time doing this thing. Alright, guys. Give it up if you're ready for a comedian. I think this wise guy was the problem the whole time. Who's our first comedian, man? Hey, this guy volunteered me to do that fucking, Sorry, no kids in here yet? Okay, good. The first comic volunteered me to do this, and he's a wonderful guy, and we host a show together, and he's a real son of a bitch. Give it up for Nick Palermo!